The Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus. You're very welcome to another episode of the Hope Show, weekly live stream dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, music, TV, pop culture, all of the likes. This is episode 113. Mad. It's crazy when you think about it. 113 weeks and probably a bit more because we don't do this every week. We do try to, but I can't do it on my own. Well, I could, but it just wouldn't be as much fun. We've got David from the Six Scale Shills. We've got Bob, the tiny art guy, who I believe is like 6 foot something. That makes absolutely no sense. We got Viking Collectibles, and we have got Rogue One Photography. How are we doing this evening?
Hello.
Good. Thank you.
All good. No complaints. The rain stopped today. It seems like the first time about more or less 2 months. Crazy. We had all sorts of rain. But yeah, it actually was dry today. It was actually, I wouldn't say nice, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Will we jump right into it?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I didn't get the green memo by the looks of things.
Oh, yeah.
I
got that, Bob.
Yeah. Marvelous. We look like we're in sync.
Harrison is looking like extra swish today. Something's changed.
He
It's
is,
the
isn't
hair.
he?
Sorry?
It's
hair.
extra swish. Yeah, you're looking.
Oh, the hair. Yeah, it's growing out again. So it's at that stage.
Nice.
I can't really do much with it.
He took one look at the hair on that The Dark Knight Returns Superman and went, that's
the
what
one.
I want. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I can
exactly
Imagine
it.
some of that.
Yeah.
You know what though?
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen with the green. We could actually, with the green, how are we going to manage this? Basically, it's going to be the 3 greens against Harrison tonight in Bob's quiz from the German 1920 silent movies.
Wow.
Yeah, I know we won't do that to you.
I'll take that one if it's video games.
Yeah, well, you know what? We may as well just give you the win right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw you right in the deep end, folks. So I will show up the grid, but I'm actually going to pick first because I want to just kickstart this with a bit of an icebreaker. So I'm going to choose. The bottom right is just a generic tick that says recommendation. Okay, so let's say you can recommend one thing that Hot Toys should do. What would they be? Like, I know I'm putting in the spot here, but that's part of the fun. I didn't, the lads didn't get to vet these questions or anything beforehand. I'll give you an example of mine, and then maybe you can, you can kind of get, maybe take, not inspiration, but just kind of, I get the ball rolling from that, and then you can think of yours. So like, one thing I want to see Hot Toys doing is, while I think in the last few years, they have made leaps and bounds in some of their environmental diorama bases. For example, the base for the DX46 is fantastic. It's not only looks like a scene or a piece of the movie set, it can light up. And the key thing, there's enough floor space that you can pose the figure on it without having to do a Captain Morgan's or 1 foot off and 1 foot on. Whereas the Batman versus Superman Armored Batman 2.0, incredible figure. And you know I'm not the biggest DCU fan, but incredible figure. And I really like the runes rock base. However, you can't bloody stand the figure on the thing. So I have to do like, you know, one of those poses where his back leg is on it and his front leg's out. Now, in hindsight, necessity is the mother of invention, and it's a much better pose than I ever had in mind. But I would like to see them keep the environmental bases with the light up, USB powered, obviously, if appropriate. No point in giving lights for the sake of lights. Like, you know, if a character needs a rocky ruins base with no lights, so be it. But if it keep the environmental style like a set out of the movie, keep the light up if necessary, but most importantly, give enough floor space that you can actually pose the figure on it in whatever way you want to. Did that get the ball rolling for anyone?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's one thing I'd like to see them doing. So keep what they're doing, but just give a little bit of more floor space in those bases, like the Bespin Luke or like the DX46 or the one with the T1000, which is essentially the same. What about you guys? Anyone want to jump in there and just kind of go, okay, if you could pull Howard aside and go, look, I need you to do this, and he would just do it.
I'll go. Really simple one. I would like to see much more consistency from Hot Toys in their quality.
That's a good one.
And
That's
I
a
can see
really
Mandy
good one.
shouting at the screen right now.
That's a
yes.
really good one.
because I feel like a lot of the time, and funny because I took Sung Ji Hun to when I meant to meet Mandy so she could have a look at him, and she was like, it just really randomly good quality. Like he feels really hefty, the tailoring's really nice, everything feels like a premium offering. And then you've got a really good example, the one that always flies off the tongue for me, is the Terminator line. You've got the T800s, which are phenomenal, Hot Toys at their absolute best, and you got the T1000, which is supposed to, well, and does stand right next to him. It's like a bit of a wet fart.
Are you on the Topo? Are you on the Topo train as well?
It pains me to say it, but I am. Yes, I'm paying for an upgrade.
You know what? I don't like doing it, and I will say that the T1000. I agree with you. It's not like an example. We know Bane is the blueprint for how to do a 2.0. I watched your show as well, and I was like shouting at the screen when they said that, because that is the blueprint. And with the T1000, like, I've been waiting for that figure. I did not get the 1.0. I've been waiting for that figure since, I know, I was 10. And I was still excited to have it, but I was like, yeah, we know they can do better. So you're 100% right. The consistency is, yeah, you're right, man. You're right. What about the rest of you guys? Or sorry, will you finish your point, or?
I think the only thing else I would discuss about that point is supposedly I've heard through the grapevine that Hot Toys do everything in-house for the sculpts. Everything else is outsourced. So I would imagine it's a factory issue wherein they use different factories for different parts, and consistency is hard to achieve when you're using different factories.
That makes sense. That would explain kind of the differences in height, say, from the recent Stealth Suit cap and then the Stealth Suit Endgame cap, which was the limited release. Yeah. What about yourself, Bob? Anything you'd be like, okay, Howard, could you maybe stop doing this or start doing this?
Yeah, I think one thing that annoys me is any time they release a figure these days with one of those horrible black blocky figure crotch grabbers. They're still producing those big. I don't know. I know it's got the bit of metal coming up in the middle of it, but I still don't get why it's got to be such a big, ugly kind of designed black block that can show up quite badly. I'm thinking about the Bond figure I recently got, as you know, and that's got this big thing, and it's like, why can't there just be a thin pole like we know we can get from
like INART's going to be doing with the Catwoman, but obviously that one was a bad example. It was thin and it was kind of elegant looking, but it was silver on a black outfit, so that didn't really
full magnetic. Then I'm sure there must be a better design. There is. And it does. But why they continue to produce these ugly? I mean, when it comes to the ones that wrap round people with those little balls on, the ones that you would never put on a superhero suit. I mean, they're still about, aren't they? So I think that's the one thing that niggles me when you spend so much money on a great figure. And I mean, I like to use stands. I know not everyone does, but I find with the Modu cases, anything that hasn't got a shiny, if you like, face. So the Modu cases, they've got a slight fluff sort of felt on them. So it's not quite as stable as like the D12s, etc. with the glass bottoms. It's not
a hard surface.
No, so sometimes I think you do need them. And the other thing when you said the question, I thought about, I was watching a video on Eustace's Catwoman today, and I see the market for them sort of selling a real basic figure. So you get the figure with its outfit on and its one sculpt, but without any accessories. So because the Holo line's kind of dead, so there must be a way to package a figure with one look, one face sculpt. No, doesn't need a rucksack, doesn't need a case, doesn't need a fancy stand, just the figure in a thin box. And I wonder if that would be an option, so that somebody that just loves collecting figures but is on a budget can get a figure without. Is there a market? I don't know. Do we all want these accessories? I know lately I've been putting my accessories away because I think the look often looks cleaner and more classic. Don't know. Open for discussion.
I think in general options are good, because I suppose the answer is, there's probably collectors out there that are like, they just want the figure and the core accessories. I suppose you could look at say what INART are doing with the Walking Dead line. they have streamlined things a bit. They've gone, okay, Rick, what does Rick need? He needs his revolver, he needs his hatchet, his walkie-talkie, and a machine gun, assault rifle. And they really have slimmed that down when you compare that to the abundance of accessories in the INART Joker 4-pack, the 2-pack, the Joaquin Phoenix, the Heath Ledger 2-pack, the Battison. There was abundant stuff. Now, I am the collector who, I like options. I like, there's a lot of accessories that I won't use, but I do like the option. I know photographers would like them as well.
You could have the basic pack. You could have the basic pack is the basic pack, and it's $100 cheaper than buy the one with all the accessories. Like
an actual, somewhat of a budget version, the stripped down, the bare bones version,
but it's
the regular and the
figure.
DX.
You don't want a lesser figure. But I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, and basically a budget SKU, a bare bones SKU. Yeah. I'd say I hear some people saying that they just want the key accessories and that's it. So I think there probably would be a market for it.
Maybe you can buy the accessories separately.
Yeah, well, that will never happen. That will definitely never happen. But look, you understood the brief anyway. You're speaking sense, and I suppose all these suggestions would probably make great sense, but they're probably not going to do them. Phil.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'd like to see spares and accessories. So, for example, I've got obviously the Deadpool. He didn't come with the adamantium claws and the skull and everything. As an option, I would like to be able to go back and say, yeah, I wouldn't mind picking one of them up. Or, like Bob said, if you had a stripped down standard version of a figure and you could later on pick or choose weaponry or jackets or whatever that may have come with the deluxe, so you haven't got to buy because like Bob made a valid point, how many of those accessories are in those packs where you end up just stuffing them in bags and either never see them again or you don't see them for months or whatever the case may be. But in the ideal world for me, I'd like accessories and spares, because I mean I've damaged figures as well. One of the molds I had fell over, spike fell off. Carpet Monster had it, so it goes without now. I mean, I'm not saying they'd sell something as simple as a head spike for more, but to be able to get another head for it or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's not that important to me, thankfully, because I've got a better version of it. But rather than forking out for another figure, you can just buy the head, or you can just
kind of like IKEA has their replacement parts department.
Yeah, or even like like build a bay. You can go in and say,
but if you have a problem with a bleeding, like you're missing a screw or something like that, you can contact IKEA. You give them the model number of the item it is, and tell them what part it is, and you can get a replacement part. That'll be if they set up an apartment like that, it might save them a lot of hassle. And
rather than giving it away, I mean, I'd be happy to pay if it was a couple of quid and say, damage this $10 or whatever for,
instead of going to Toy Anxiety or Monkey Depot or eBay, because there's people who just that's their jam. They buy figures and they strip it down to nothing, and they probably sell the figure. They sell a head sculpt, a blaster, a stand, some sort of accessory, and they sell them out, part them out, and they probably end up selling the figure for 5 times what it's worth.
A lot of people seem to be doing with that INART Joker 4-pack at the moment, don't they? They're selling, keeping what they want, selling off the bits and what have you. But.
Yeah. What about you, Viking?
My one would be, instead of doing swap out parts on head sculpts, just give multiple head sculpts. Like that comes to mind. Anything like that, or just where they swap out a face plate, just stop that. Just give multiple heads. So many other companies will give 2-3 heads in a pack.
Jazz Inc. We're going to be talking about them tonight.
Exactly. Just more heads, not swap out parts. Get rid of the seams. Just throw the whole head in.
And it's just like the phrase goes, 2 heads. I won't finish it. You know where it's going. I'm going to say hello to the chat really quickly, folks. We got 32 people watching live. So whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and consider becoming a channel member, all that good stuff. I will put the link in the chat momentarily. So we've got Tiny Art Guy. Of course, he is on the panel. We have Phil there as well on the panel with the blue wrench. We got Caffeinated Comic Fan. Thanks very much for being here. Of course, we got Harrison here as well. Thanks very much for being here. We have got Dave, of course, Six Guys Shills. We have got the Humble Collector UK, who's here every single day, or not every single day, well, every single week. Every single week we're here, he's here, so we appreciate the ongoing support. We got all the way from Germany, Thalia Meyer. Of course, we have Ryan. Thanks very much for being here. Another channel member. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We have got our newest channel member. Haven't had one of these in a while. I'm gonna skip ahead to, because I see him in the chat and then I see him. We have got a newest channel member, Tijuana Mike. So we give him a little True Lies clip here.
Welcome to the club, man.
Yeah, we have got a brand new channel member. I wonder, did he know that we're giving away the greatest figure ever made today? Lucky you, TJ Mike. I hope the gods are with you. Tijuana Mike, much appreciated. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. There's absolutely no obligation, but if you want, I will drop the link in the chat there after I go through all the chat. But thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel in that way. So we have got Dogito as well. I hope we haven't missed anyone there. Did we miss anyone? No, we didn't. Thalia Meyer. I got Thalia Meyer. Just want to make sure I don't miss anyone. We got Dogito. Thank you very much for being here. We have also got the movie canon, Gio. Thank you very much for being here. You working from home, Gio? I think you work from home, do you? You're pretty consistent watching the show, and I assume you're working from home. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe you've got Mondays off. Maybe you can come on and join us. Maybe you should quit your job. Neaterific, thank you very much for being here as well. Of course, we have Ryan here, Respect the Lord. Thank you very much for being here as well. We got Philly Figurecraft. We have Just Keatley. I nearly missed you there, Keatley. Thank you very much for joining as well. I'm just scrolling through all these. I want to make sure that I do not miss anyone. We have got Moose. Thanks very much for being here. We have got... I just want to make sure... And we got Shaky number 4, the Terminator fan. You are welcome. You're in the right place if you want to win the greatest Terminator figure ever. Yeah, folks, we'll be doing a channel member giveaway later on. I'm going to limit it to... There's a few gifties, people that I gifted channel members to. There's 5 of them, so I'm going to limit to the regular troopers and commanders, the actual the paying channel members, because I just think that's a bit fairer, because they have been contributing for a while. So yeah, channel members giveaway. If you want to become a channel member, let me know, or just I'll pop the link in the chat, and it'll take me a few minutes. But thank you very much. No obligation. Let's move on to the show. All right, folks. Dave, what do you want to talk about?
I'm gonna go for the rubber duck just because I don't know what it is.
All right, Grant, we are ready. I've just added, one second, I just added TJ Mike to the duck race. I suppose I'll explain what we're going to do first of all. Get rid of that. So, right. As you know, I'm a huge Terminator fan. I would go as far as saying that I've been on record to say that if I had to snap Star Wars or the first 2 Terminator movies, I would snap Star Wars. I can just see like Obi-Wan sitting down weak saying, I felt a great disturbance in the Force. You have. Anyway, so Lion Rock Toys, who like I buy basically 90% of my figures from, and I do say buy, I do buy, yes, I get them at a discount, blah, 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 but I buy them. And the advantage of that is that I can say whatever I want about whatever I want. And also the reviews are pretty positive. I don't tend to buy things I don't like, but I can critique as much as I want. They sent me this. I did not pay for it. They sent me this for free, and they contributed. They said, you can take this. They shipped it to me free, and they said, give this away on your channel. So what it is, it's a third-party unlicensed figure. It is made by Present Toys. It's called the Future Warrior T800. It's from the first Terminator movie. It's an unlicensed police shootout version of the Arnie Terminator from 1984. I'm going to give it away now via a duck race. So it's not great, but it is free. It is free. I much appreciate Lion Rock for that gesture, because they absolutely did not have to do that. I have a review up on the channel.
What happened?
What do you mean?
We're just skipping past that, Harrison. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I disappear? Did I?
Yeah, he disappeared.
Oh, right,
Did
okay, yeah.
Houdini.
Yeah, sorry, I must have clicked the
He's
wrong
gone.
button. But anyway,
It's just
yeah,
our
look,
show now.
they they gave it to me for free, and I can give it away in my channel member, and that's great. So that's what we'll do. So I don't think it's particularly good figure.
Once you've given this away,
there you are.
I might become a channel member after you've given it away. Just
Yeah,
in case.
because you're worried that you'll win it.
Yeah.
I'm back now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool. Let's just do the duck race anyway. Yeah, look, folks, it will be free. You'll have to pay shipping, and I would say this though. If I have the original, I think it's the MS 283 police shootout version that Hot Toys made. I think they take the win on the jacket. The jacket seems to be a nicer jacket, and I think it's genuine leather, whereas the Hot Toys one wasn't. So there is something to be said to swap that out. So I hope whoever wins this has that version and swaps it out. Anyway, right, let's do this. All right, duck race, good to go. Adding this to the stage, switching over, share this tab instead. So like I said, I've got all of the channel members, including King Chero, Tijuana Mike, who's just been added. So 32 in total. That's all the troopers, all the commanders, minus the what I call the gifties. They're the ones that I gifted channel memberships during the week or during the month. So let's go with this. What will we go? Will we go 1 minute? 1 minute, yeah?
Yeah.
1 minute? Are we happy with 1 minute?
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
Are we happy with 1 minute?
Yeah, okay, 1 minute is fine.
Do you want to do 9 minutes?
No, we don't.
No, that seems a little bit excessive.
Okay.
1 minute's great.
1 minute, okay. And then I believe we can set that to 1 minute. The list is there, they're all there. I've added in TJ Mike just there. Okay, may the best duck wins. I will say this, if Brian Wong wins, I'll do it again because Brian won't take it. I know he won't. So, okay, and we go.
It was exciting. We haven't had a duck race
So
for a while,
exciting.
have we? Since your
Yeah.
huge giveaway.
Yeah,
They're such good fun.
Oh,
they are good fun.
you're trying to nudging out. Shane, no commentary. What's going on?
Wind's coming up there.
Okay, you're joining us live. These ducks are competing. They have been all drug tested and they have waited their entire life. This is not just the Duck Olympics. They all are massive Terminator fans from 1984, and they know that this is the greatest figure, not just greatest Terminator figure ever made. It is the greatest figure ever made. It might actually be the best thing ever produced ever.
Wow.
And Keatley is currently in the lead. Wait, the Bat Duck is coming out. Mike L is here.
Oh,
It could be his day. Maybe he's peaked too early. Jim Collector
Yeah, Jim,
probably
come on.
won't take this. Maybe he will. Oh, I think it's Jim's
Oh.
day. Jim
I've
will
already
have to
seen
be
coming through.
dope tested again.
funny.
Figurecraft out of nowhere. Figurecraft might be the only person that could make this. There we go. And Philly takes the win. And Philly's in the chat. Good stuff.
Well done, Philly.
And he actually
Philly
said
likes
he
the
likes
figure
the
as well.
sculpt as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon?
He
He said he likes the
figure.
sculpt.
Philly, contact me there and I'll get your details off you. You will have to pay shipping if you want it, and I could get that shipped out to you during the week. I'll suss out how much it is, and I'll go by tracked snail mail. Yeah, just contact me on Facebook or not Facebook, Instagram, and we'll make it happen. I'll get your details off you, and I'll let you know how much the shipping is. I think it's usually about 30. But I'll see if I can do it as slow as possible, tracked and snail mail, so it doesn't put you out. Well done, Philly. I'm interested to see if Philly. I think if the right person won, because Philly makes a lot of things look amazing, and I think this could be his biggest challenge yet. Well done, Philly, and thanks for the ongoing support. Okay, and shout out to Lion Rock Toys. They don't have to donate their stuff. All jokes aside, but yeah, it's great when they do. Okay, so what shall we talk about now? Bob?
Ooh, let's do a figure, haven't we? Should we go with Batman in the middle?
Yep, why not? Why not? Why not? So we will go. I've got this here now, and this is
Race. Oh,
this is $285, I believe. And the other one was $250. I just want to make sure I have those numbers right. This is $285, and the other one was $255, I think. I just want to give a bit of background on this here. So really quickly, there's a bit of confusion over the suit. Yes, at in the actual book, right? So I know it has an animated counterpart as well, an animated movie. They're not necessarily the same. They're not 100% panel by panel faithful. I don't think this version actually appears in the animated counterpart, the movie. But let's push that aside for a second. At the start of the movie, he appears unbattle damaged, unbloodied up, in a suit very like this, but the difference is there's an oval, yellow oval on his chest with a black bat symbol. Then later on, when he takes the gun out, actually, he still has that same suit, but he has a utility belt similar to the one around his waist on his right thigh. It's only when he's used that scene when he's using the gun. He's involved in a fight, and I think he gets shot in the chest or something like that. Something hits his chest and it tears the oval off, and he's involved in a fight. And after that, then the cover of book 2 of this Dark Knight Returns series has what appears to be this, but it's subject to some debate. They say it has tears but no blood, and there's a bit of debate on whether it's that symbol on his chest there, or if it's just the tear from the damage of the oval getting torn off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it looks similar. And originally I thought, okay, no, that's this. That's definitely this. But then someone else said, no, actually, that's just book 1 leading into, that's book 2 after leading, it kind of ends in book 1 when I think he's has that damage done. And they're saying it's just the oval is torn off and it looks like that. But I've looked at it and it does look like a bat. So I don't think that's entirely accurate, but I do know the oval shape does kind of get torn and damaged, and I could see how it could look like this. At some stage then later on so that's kind of one outfit so far, and then the tie strap that he adds for just the scenes with the gun. Anyway, he comes back then with the black and grey suit with this bat symbol, and then he has there is a few panels in book 4 where he does have this suit. I have it. I checked it out before making my video. I looked at it. It's a blue cowl, blue cape, blue gauntlets, blue trunks, the yellow utility belt, the blue boots, the grey, and it definitely has this bat symbol, and it's not battle damage. It's definitely in the book, but I watched this again over the weekend, and I couldn't see this exact suit in the animated movie. And then he has the armoured version. That's like 5 suits. So, sorry, I know that's a lot, but this does appear in the movie, it does appear in the comic book, but when he's using the gun, he doesn't have that symbol. He has the yellow oval with the black bat, and when he's using the gun, he's not battle damaged at that stage. So I'm pretty sure I've got that accurate, but yeah. Right. Sorry, David, take it away. What do you want to say about this one?
Oh well, okay. I can't say I'm that invested. I did buy the black version when it came out. I didn't keep it for that long, I'll be honest. I did sell it on relatively quickly. But this one does look really good. And I was saying on Saturday that the head sculpt, the unmarked head sculpt on this one, I really like. Hot Toys do the treading between comic or animation and realism really well. They always hit these on the mark. I really like this. It's sort of like comic animation inspired, but the realistic nature of the skin tone, the skin texture and everything is there. It is really nice. Not one for me. I'm not that invested in this one. So that's it, really. It's a really nice piece. Just not one I'm going to pick up.
Yeah. And I will say that they've taken some... This isn't how I remembered Bruce Wayne looking in the comics. And... in both of these pre-order preview videos, I did one for this and one for the Superman, which we will be talking about later on. This is what I said. It doesn't necessarily look like he did in the comics. They are trying to make it look like, well, I don't even know if they were, but it is the Dark Knight Returns. They're basing this based on the comic. I will allow a certain amount of artist's interpretation in this case, because it's a comic, and there's going to be drawn different from panel to panel. It's not like you're trying to get it to look like Robert Downing Jr. at a certain point in his life. You know what I mean? Or you're not like you're not replicating like a Predator Jungle Hunter 2.0. Like, though I think some of the mistakes in the upcoming Predator 2.0 are kind of a bit unforgivable. The height, that's my main concern. There are other details, because I remember at the time, the reason I'm bringing up this point, because I remember at the time the Jungle Hunter came out and Dean Knight did some great breakdowns on it because he knows the character inside out. Connor from Hot Toys Hotline did a breakdown video on it and spoke on his live stream. He knows the character inside out far better than I will ever know. Some of those details would got right by me, but the counter argument was people were saying, oh, they're artists' interpretation. No. In that situation, they should be trying to make it as accurate as possible. That artist interpretation thing doesn't apply when you're trying to recreate something from the screen. But this is a bit different because it's not based on a certain human being or an actor. It's based on how a character is drawn. So I do like this. It doesn't necessarily look like it looks in the comic book. But even though I kind of phrase it like that, saying I understand that, one of the comments was just, these are artists' interpretation. And no shit, Sherlock. Like, did you not watch the video? Like, it's just, come on, like, just whatever. But, yeah, sorry, I'm going to go over to someone else now. Phil, what do you reckon?
I'm really impressed by it. I think it's an incredible figure. Unfortunately, I've got no space for it. And I probably won't be picking it up, but never say never. But I love this. I think it's amazing. And David, the black one, I presume it was huge, was it?
Yeah, it was massive. Yeah, very bulky as well.
Yeah, so I mean space-wise, but it's a showstopper, that's for sure. But
It will definitely stand out on the shelf. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I love it as a piece of art. I think it's mind blowing. It's probably like for a stunning piece on a shelf. I think you'd have a job to find more than half a dozen Hot Toys that would do better than it on your shelf in terms of impact. I'd be totally struggling with whether to put the cowl on or not, because I absolutely love the cowl look. But with David, the face is just, it's just incredible. I just think it's so clever. And I know we can't compare it to a human, so we can't say, oh, the nose looks a bit out or something like that. So that gives them a bit more leeway. But I think the way they've done it, and that exactly like David said, the blend between animation and real. Thanks for filling us in on the background of it, Shane, because I know nothing really about the history of these comics or the animations. But as a figure, I think it's fantastic. The tiniest negative, I couldn't use that base. I hate the base.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like the base.
The Justice League base.
They are.
Yeah,
I think
Justice
they are.
League,
Yeah.
Iron Man 1, Mark 1 had the similar sort of raised that. And if when you have them in hand, they just feel so cheap and nasty as well. They haven't even got a nice weight to them. But you can get around that. I think it's a beautiful figure. It's done very well. I love, especially having seen the Superman now, the body that they've made specifically for this figure. I did see a video. Would I have seen a video on the black and grey one where you can't crunch it very well? And from the illustrations I've seen of this figure, he is one of those sort of figures that almost wants to be sort of like this, like giving it some aggro and crunching that stomach.
It's very museum
got some sort of, yeah, they've got like a gel, I think, haven't they, over the figure in here. Here's me tapping my pecs, obviously.
Yeah, you're out on your pecs. That's it, Bob.
Yeah, I haven't got much of a crunch either. No.
It's funny.
It's great to. Sorry, mate. I was just going to say it's great to see again. Does this open up more avenues for Hot Toys doing things different stuff?
I think it's just that people buy it. I think that's what they listen to. That people buy it.
It will be.
Like just on this, like we're going to be talking about the Superman later on, and I heard a lot of talk about this will pair so well with the Superman. It will. It absolutely will. But he doesn't fight Superman. Spoiler, they fight in the comic, and that's where BVS, the inspiration for the armored Batman, comes from, and them actually fighting. And it's quite well done how they fight. I think it's better. The motivation for them fighting, actually, to be fair, on the director's cut of DCAU, you do see more of the motivation for the fight. It's a different motivation. The motivation for the fight in the comic book is not the same as the motivation for the fight in BVS. But when they do fight, he's not wearing the suit. He's wearing the armored version, the animated style. So I would imagine you're gonna get. I'd imagine they'll do that. They'll do like the armored version, the animated version, and I mean, the character Robin, whether it's male or female, I can take him or leave him. And I'm leaning towards just leave him. He's just vanilla. He's never someone I get excited about. He's just, and the Robin in this is Karen Kelly. It's a girl, but she's tiny. So it's like, I have no strong feelings towards her or against her. But because she's to be small, and the colors are the complete opposite. It's all, bright, like, I know from what I remember, like reds, green and yellow, whatever. It would look really cool next to him, even just that splash of color it would be kind of cool. Like I predict they'll do the armored one, and then it wouldn't shock me if they did a Joker from this and a Robin. But if this doesn't sell, I don't think we're going to get any of them.
And the clean version of this.
Yeah, it's an obvious cash grab, really, isn't it? Like, I don't think this is a cash grab, because if you've read the books, like, he has multiple different suits in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like saying you're watching Avengers 2012 and he starts off with the Mark 6 and they release a Mark 6, which they did, and they branded Avengers. But then they release a Mark 7 and also branded Avengers. It's not a cash grab because they're two different suits. Same character, but two different suits. Whereas these are two different suits from the same. It's not just a straight repaint. It's not like we've done a Mark III diecast and now we're just going to paint it purple. So I quite like this. What do you think, Harrison?
Yeah, I really, really like this. Batfleck being my favorite Batman, you can definitely see where they got the inspiration from.
100%.
It's so similar. So like the size, the shape, the bat symbol, everything. It's so similar. So I do like this, and I prefer this one over the clean one because normally I'm not a big battle damage person, but this one I really like with all the blood everywhere. That it looks really, really good. It's definitely not one I'm going to get, but it has got me wanting to get this comic and add it to the pile that I'm slowly building to read, because I would like to read it.
You should. I would recommend you read it first, but then after you read it, watch the movie. I have it. I downloaded it on Apple TV, and I will regularly rewatch it, and it's nearly 3 hours long, and it's just a great watch. And it's long.
Is it fatal?
Pardon? It is. It is. It absolutely is. But what I did notice is when I was watching it the other day, I couldn't see this suit in it. I saw the black and grey, but then when I went through the comics, I was like, no, there it is. It's in book 4. You can clearly see him. It's well lit, because like some of the when he's in the night and it's darker, you're like, is that grey or is that blue? But there's few very well lit panels that are like, no, he's got the grey suit, he's got the blue cape, cowl, trunks, gauntlets, gloves, boots, and he's got the that symbol on it, not the oval one. But I think Philly's right. The clean one will have the yellow insignia, and it might be limited to 3,000 or something like that. And Moose is not wrong. Read the comic. Read the comic and then watch treat yourself watching the movie.
Pretty true to the is the movie pretty?
Yeah,
true to the
no, it
comic
is.
shape?
It is. They it is. It's like some of the panels are very similar. It pretty much is a recreation of the comic, but yeah. I just couldn't see this suit in the animated movie the other day. Now maybe I was on my phone. I was kind of doing things as well. I wasn't like just it wasn't one of those watches. Sometimes I watch a movie, I'm like, okay, like once a year I'll rewatch the Dark Knight trilogy. I put my phone in another room. I don't want to see it. I want to watch the movie, But on Friday I was doing a few things at the same time, so yeah. This is in the book.
I can't imagine it is in the movie. If it's not going to be a blink and you miss it scene, I would have thought, especially if he's sort of beaten up like that in the movie. So
Yeah.
I guess it's not going to be in there. Is it?
I think it's black and grey in the movie. Look, it's an excuse for me to rewatch it again. This time with my eyes open. But yeah, it's this is. I think I'm leaning towards that. This is going to be my first non-live action 6-scale figure. It's Batman. It's my favorite superhero. It has launched, like, it has many successful iterations. Like, whether it's funny how people, like, whether Bale is your guy or Keaton or Batfleck or Pattinson or whoever, like, you know, like you can't deny that the Dark Knight trilogy is, you know, one of the most successful trilogies ever. People like the Keaton. There was Batmania back in the time when that came out. The 2022 did well. I know a lot of people didn't. You know, that was kind of split. It still did well at the box office. It still performed well and got, you know, decent critical reception. There's what other comic book character that made its way to the big screen that wasn't played by the same actor all the time, launched that amount of movies about him? You know what I mean? I mean, there's Spider-Man maybe, but that's, yeah, I suppose Spider-Man is you know, 3. But like he's I think this one, and I'm not too concerned about completing the line or anything like that. This one I think could be just the one and done. I wouldn't see Robin as a character. I see Robin as an accessory, especially that she's so bloody small next to him. But it would be kind of cool. But I think this is one I can just go, I'm not a completionist anyway, so this could be like just my nod to Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Looks incredible. Love the blue and grey. Different to everything.
If INART did this as a 1/12, I think I'd probably get it.
Yeah.
It's just the sheer size of it, that's all. It's the only thing. Yeah. And I'm trying to squeeze it into small spaces. But as much as like, you know, Bale is my Batman and love Keaton, really liked Robert Pattinson's as well. Like, this makes me want to see Alan Richardson playing Batman. Because if you watched what's the name, Reacher, the guy is 6 foot something, like built like a brick shit house. But what really struck me, as especially in that first season of Reacher, the first few times you see him fighting, I don't know, was it just he's just fast, or was it just really, really good choreography and editing? But he's fast, like he's huge, but he's fast. You know what I mean? He is, and when and like whatever with the sound engineering, when he hits a guy, it's like bones crunching, and that's, I think, what we need from a Batman. But I cannot see James Gunn executing that well. You know, so I like it. I haven't pre-ordered it. I think it's happening. Moose has made another good point there. 2 in one day. Peter Weller, RoboCop voices him. It's mad, and it works. Any other closing thoughts on that?
My other thought on this one is, if you haven't bought the black and grey one, the posability on this one, like Bob was saying, is pretty minimal. And it did make me laugh. And it was the same guy that made the point twice. I can't remember who it was or where it was now. There's that very famous cover where he's got the lightning in the background and he's sort of that scrunched up pose flying through the air. And they were like, Hot Toys, we're missing the hands still. It's like, dude, you're not pulling off that pose still. Like, it's not happening. So
because it didn't have the those particular hands. Were they kind of like almost like a bladed hands or something? Were they?
Yeah, it's like a bladed hand. Yeah. It's sort of like a
like a karate chop.
Bladed, I think. Yeah, but you're not getting him in that pose. I had the black and grey one, and yeah, it's a museum pose piece to
I imagine it's a bit like Thanos, is it?
I've never had a Thanos actually, but it does feel like it's like a hollow body over some sort of skeleton. Yeah.
It's a shame.
I think this is my favorite pose. This is my favorite pose, I think, but I do want him with the cowl on. And what I like about this pose here is he's you incorporating the accessories so they're not in the box. That I think that looks so good. Maybe with the cowl on or something like that. Bob?
Yeah.
But you're about to say something, or?
No, I wasn't. No, I was just agreeing. No.
The first pose that I tried was the very famous Frank Miller cover, where he's hunched down with his fists. Yeah, no, it's not
And
happening.
was that like one of your motivations for selling them when you couldn't get them?
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but I
What was the cape like?
It was actually really nice. It was really nice. The whole figure's really nice quality.
Because this cape here, see the way there's all these little, it almost looks alive, like all these little tendrils and bit. I really like that, and the way it's filthy and dirty at the bottom of it. I hope the battle damage, blood work, and the dirt at the end of his cape aren't toned down when they release this, because I think this is a beautiful figure, and I think the base I'm not gone on, but in that pose there, I think it completely works if you have the vertical space. Now, it's not going to fit in the Bleeding. You're going to need a floating shelf or some sort of module case, but yeah, it looks good. I think
the Batman is 37 centimeters on his own, so the base just seems a bit overkill.
Wow.
I'll get the
Yeah, and it's one that you don't need to pose too much either. I think the sheer size and presence of it, I think it'll stand out.
Yeah.
Like that absolute Batman. That's the one.
Batman's
that I gave him.
32.
Oh,
Superman's
32,
34, and that's like not including the base, which is going to bring him up to at least 35, 36. Yeah,
I think that absolute Batman's like 42 or 44, if I remember rightly.
mental.
Huge.
Blimey.
That one.
Even there, the cape's definitely one of the strong points about this. I love the
Yeah.
way they are making an effort to incorporate that gun. It'd be a shame to leave it in the box, but yeah, I don't want him holding it, but
That's
he
a
looks
nice
like he's
pose.
shooting
That is a nice
deer.
pose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He'd actually he's not using a gun he's not like going around shooting people. It's basically like in BVS they had him, he did have a rifle, and there was a tracking system, if you remember it. The guys, he knew the guys had the kryptonite, and he used the sniper rifle to shoot like a tracer dart on the end of their the back of their truck, I think, if I remember that right. And this is something similar. I think it's like a grappling hook or something. I can't fully remember, but he's not using this to shoot people. And even the Batmobile, he storms. There's this gang called the Mutants, and the Batmobile is incredible in this. It's like a tank. I'd imagine the Batman Begins crew who designed the tank got some sort of inspiration for the Batmobile in this, because it's not like the 89, it's not like the 2022 or the 66. It's a huge tank. It's kind of like the Tumbler, only it's way, way bigger. It's huge. But he storms a bunch of mutants and just mows them all down, shoots them all. I'm like, what's going on here? But it's rubber bullets. He just basically stuns them all. So
He's not built like a sniper, is he?
No.
Really?
He's bloody Alan Richardson.
Built like that.
Alan Richardson. Give Alan Richardson a few grey hairs, and yeah, absolutely. Okay, like I'm excited about this, but yeah, I think it has to be done. All right. On that note, then, Phil.
We'll do the snap then, is it?
Okay, now you've jumped us into the multiverse now for this one. I went to see Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die yesterday, and I had a lot of fun. If you're watching, it's not going to change your life. You're not going to walk away and say that's the best movie I've ever seen. I really liked it. Yeah, if you're looking for a trip to the cinema, and if you liked Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's not as intense as that, and it's a lot funnier. But yeah, it's a good watch. I'll be curious if anyone in the chat has seen it. Okay, so because you picked this one, we kind of need to go up to see the guy with the binoculars on the top?
Yeah.
So we need to start off with that to kind of foreshadow the snap. Okay.
Wow.
I picked up a lot of these because they're all due to release sometime between now and September. So you know the way Sideshow they used to have the 3-month windows, and then they change it to 6 months so they don't have to so you can cancel and get your NRD back. Do you remember that? If it was like supposed to come out Q1 2027 and it goes into April 1st and you haven't got it, you could cancel and keep your NRD. But then they've extended it now for 6 months so that it happens less often. all of these due to release either Q1 up as far as September of this year. So I just wanted, I picked out random ones there. I tried to pick out ones that Jim would like because I saw there was, the one from Romulus, and, but then I forgot Jim wasn't here. But I tried to mix it up. So what are people interested in? What are people like buzzing for, or if any?
Oh, so we're not snapping a top line against the bottom line.
Can I start with Harrison's? Because I think I very rudely skipped him on The Dark Knight Returns. Or did I? No, you gave your opinion on it, but you said you weren't going to get it. Sorry. Harrison, we start with you anyway. These are in no order.
Yeah, the two that I'm looking forward to, Predator and Bucky. They're the two out of this lot that I'm looking forward to, and I'm really hoping that Bucky looks really good because he's my first artisan that I've ordered, and that'll sort of make or break me for the artisan. I think I'm really I want him just to be perfect, like not like the likeness good, the hair good, everything about it. If it's not perfect, I'll be very disappointed.
I can hear David thinking, you're going to be disappointed.
The cogs are turning.
Harrison, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat as you. Yeah.
Harrison, do you own any INART?
Yeah, I've got
You do?
Aragorn
Okay.
and I've got Legolas.
Set your expectations, because the biggest thing for me when it was rooted, I was expecting an INART experience. It's a Hot Toys experience with rooted hair. As long as you've got that settled in your mind, you're good.
I'm comfortable with the Hot Toys nature of it.
Yeah.
Like we spoke about consistency, and if the figure is executed with, if they have their A team on it, I suppose going back to what you said about factories, David. Super. It's not the figure I'm worried about though. It's just the hair and that hairline specifically. Can it be futzed away?
Also, the likeness. I think they could have worked on the likeness just a little bit more. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one that they sort of just work on just a little bit before. I'm hoping that when it comes out, it's one of those figures that everyone goes, "Oh my god, it's amazing," and everybody just wants it, like Hugh Jackman.
And then you're going to see loads of thumbnails going, "Artisan's back, baby," and Return of the Artisan, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's going to be. Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm not going to hold my breath, and I have this. I am looking forward to. It's just that it's my type of figure: futuristic warrior guy, rock star hair, and then a bloody metal arm and a bunch of guns. It's Cable, Terminator. I'm kind of easily pleased. So the two of them you're most looking forward to is Predator and Bucky. What about yourself, Phil?
Predator and Andor.
The Predandor. Yeah, you don't just have to pick two. Are they the only two you have on PO, or?
No, I've got the Range, the Predator, the TIE Pilot, and Andor. And I really wanted that Scarecrow, but because I'm waiting for INART with the Batman, I sort of held off because I don't want.
You don't want to.
I don't want to own that before I own the Batman.
Yeah, as in a Batman. You're waiting on the INART DX19 style, like the second suit. Yeah, I gotcha. Man, it's so weird. I commented on one of their videos or posts on Instagram a few weeks ago. I think it might have. I don't know what it was, but it was like, "When's the Bale Batman coming?" Or is it still coming? They said they commented back and said, "Yeah, it is coming." But like that's been 3 years. That's silly. Like I wish they'd come out and say we can't do it because, or we are doing what we're waiting for, or just give us some sort of a.
You don't think it's anything to do with the Warner Brother, Paramount, whatever?
Not sure. Everyone's making that figure. Hot Toys have made 2 or 3 since.
Yeah, I
Hot
mean
Toys even announced it.
The delay because Warner Brothers have obviously been selling up, haven't they? And do you think there's license issues? They can't. I don't.
I've no idea.
I'm talking rubbish. I don't know why the delay is there. Insane, but.
This is funny. So the Bruce Wayne head sculpt looks like Shane when someone brings up the BVS Batman warehouse scene. No, the warehouse scene is good, but it's like when someone's losing an argument about the DCU and everything goes quiet. Someone just goes, "The warehouse scene," and, yeah, it's good. Ben Affleck never got his own movie. He didn't. Yeah, yeah, and I think I would have appreciated Batfleck more if he had got his own movie. Yeah.
What iteration do you think they should have done though with him? Obviously, they couldn't have done the Dark Knight because it was already done, wasn't it?
Well, no, you see, the Dark Knight, it's the Dark Knight Returns and the Dark Knight Rises are two different things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
true.
the Dark Knight Returns is that older, retired. He's basically retired, and Gotham's gone to shit, and this a group called the Mutants are taking over, and it's really frustrating him because he's kind of like, I did this for my whole life, and it's gone back to normal. Like, it's gone back to what motivated him originally to be Batman, and then he comes out of retirement, but he's aging. Now, Nolan definitely took. There's a line in it where Batman's fighting the leader of the mutants, and this guy is huge. He's a weird looking, big, muscly guy, and he's not unlike. He's dressed kind of like, he's topless, kind of like Bane was in The Dark Knight Rises. But Alfred says to him, like, are you serious? Look at him. He's younger. He's stronger, and it's very like that scene when he's talking to him about Bane, going, look, you can't do this anymore. He's younger. He fights. Look at the way he moves. But I think they maybe should have borrowed from The Dark Knight Returns. They could have started off with the mutant storyline and still done BVS, because the Batman versus Superman element of Batman Returns, The Dark Knight Returns, happens at the end of The Dark Knight Returns. You know what I mean? So they still could have led into BVS and started off with the mutant storyline or something like that. But yeah,
I would have liked them if they tackled the Arkham Asylum, like the video games, where Batman is trapped in Arkham Asylum with all the villains. I'd love to see that, a movie where he sort of, Joker's trapped him in there somehow and he has to fight his way out. I think that would have been quite cool to see.
Yeah, true, absolutely. And they're popular games as well. Jim, good evening, everyone. Got the show in the background while redecorating our home. Good stuff. Hello, Jim, and hello, Vita, and I hope the redecorating goes well. All right, so what about, Phil, you were saying Andor, and you said the Range Trooper as well. I thought Range Trooper looked so good. And there was a third one?
Oh, you're muted, Phil.
Sorry, guys. And/or the Predator and the TIE Pilot, if we were the three.
Cool. And then what about yourself, Bob? Anything float your boat here?
Yeah, well, Predator. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these on this screen, but the Predator is of obvious interest. I'm quite interested to see how Mr. Freeze turns out, because I just like it when they do something a bit bizarre. The Range Trooper, I had the original one, and it was a very impressive heavy figure. So, but it's for me, it's a year too late for that. Yeah, I guess Mr. Freeze is the one that's got my attention here, because it's just very different, isn't it?
I'm that's one of the ones which I think out of last year, that was the second most surprising announcement. I thought the first one was RoboCane, because I was like, okay, not just because I have an interest in it. It was just like, why are they making this? Like, I was delighted, but it was like, if you had told me like 12 figures that they were not going to announce, and that would have been one that I'd be like at the very bottom. It's like that's not going to happen. But this was like the second most surprising one, because people were crying out for this exact version for the longest time. What about yourself, David? Anything interesting here?
I agree with Bob. Mr. Freeze. I have no intention of picking it up, but I just want to see it because I think that could turn out really awesome. It's such a good character, and I love the whole Arnie Mr. Freeze thing. Scarecrow, that's what I'm invested in. Can't wait to get that one. And Misa, looking forward to Jar Jar Binks as well. I noticed no one else said it, so I'm going to say it.
Yeah, there's a fan favorite. A lot of those prequels collectors and the completionists and the diehard Star Wars, they were crying out for a while, and there was a gap there. So yeah, like I've got 6 of these on PO.
What, 6 Jar Jar Binks?
6 Jar Jar.
Yeah, just 6. I'm building Misa building an army. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Range Trooper, the TIE Fighter pilot for my sins, the Trooper collectors, Scarecrow and then Predator and Bucky. But I'd say if I had to name the ones I'm most excited about, it would be the Predator Probably Bucky and Andor, as much as, you know, it's a very simple figure. It's just, I hope they nail that likeness. So you picked the snap, Phil, but this one kind of leads into the snap. If you're just joining us, folks, 42 people watching live. Greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you're new to the snap, I'm going to show two different options to my panel, and they have to choose which one gets Thanos snapped out of existence. So you can get rid of the ones on the left, or you can get rid of the ones on the right. You can go first, David.
Awful. What an awful snap.
know.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to... Oh, that's really hard because you got 2 Star Wars either side. Oh, 3. 4. I'm going to snap the left-hand side just because I know Jim's looking forward to the alien.
Okay, so you're just going to do that to spite Jim.
Yeah.
This is the energy we want, folks. Bob.
I'm going to snap the right, and I'm solely basing that on it's Bucky versus Alien Girl, and I'm more interested in her than him.
And you don't know her name.
No,
Rain.
someone told me what it was.
Rain.
I go, oh yeah.
Yeah, Rain.
I'm old.
Alien Girl. I like that though. That's quite funny.
Alien
that
Girl.
would be,
But that's
that
what
would
the
be our
third party name.
name.
If Presentize made her, it would be
Yeah.
Alien Girl.
Yeah, Alien Girl.
What about you, Harrison?
As I've got Bucky, I'd have to keep the right side and snap the other side because I don't have any of those on order.
Right. And Phil.
Well, I've got 2 on PO on the left-hand side and 1 on PO on the right-hand side. But the one that on the right-hand side, I couldn't live without that.
The TIE Fighter pilot.
Oh.
Jar Jar, yeah. No, the TIE Fighter pilot, yeah. So I'd have to snap the guys on the left.
I have got 2 to the left on PO. I've got 2 to the right on PO. So I don't care about Rain or Jar Jar. The troopers on the left and the trooper on the right, as much as the trooper on the right is top tier, it's and I'm a trooper collector. They're still troopers. I could probably live without them. So it comes down to Bucky or Andor. So like you've got like some of the greatest Star Wars writing ever from the show, or you've got the best MCU, one of the best MCU.
Yeah.
One of the best MCU movies.
You love Andor though, Shane. You've always been raving about that Andor thing from when it was on stage.
Like Andor, I think is a better written show. Bucky's cooler looking though. I don't think I'll ever get a chance to get an Andor again, so it pains me to do it. I'm gonna have to keep Andor because Andor and K2SO, they're the only 2 things I need from as a representation of Andor. That'll do. I don't need anything else. I get rid of the Winter Soldier. Plus, depending on how the hair turns out, it could be a good choice. Now, if this was sitting in front of me and the hair has been absolutely nailed, it could be a different story. Okay, back to you, David.
Oh, God. I really want that Scarecrow, so I'm snapping the left.
Snapping the left, and Bob.
I haven't seen that Predator image, and it just looks horribly phallic to me. It's just terrible. I can't not see it.
No, that's a skull and a spine that he's holding.
Well,
but I see where you're going with that. You dirty old man. Go on.
This is very difficult. I'm going to have to snap the right because that Mr. Freeze is on the left. That's it.
Man, okay, done deal. Harrison.
Yeah, I'm going with the right side again for the Predator and the Rain. I'm tempted by Rain, but no, the Predator all the way.
It's actually Alien Girl, but anyway.
Alien Girl.
Get it right.
Phil.
Snap the left, keep the right. Predator's coming home.
Yeah, I try to make these difficult for me like the last one, but I must have made a mistake here, made it actually easy because I've no interest in anything from the left. I have a Vader from Return of the Jedi. Well, although I think that Vader is going to be epic, but I don't collect prequels, so it's an easy one for me because I'll snap the left and keep the right because Predator and Scarecrow. Yep. Hopefully this one will be a bit more difficult, David.
I've got no interest in anything on the left, so I guess I'll snap in the left again.
All right, Bob.
Yeah. Do you know what? None of us have made a big fuss about that Vader. Have we got Vader fatigue like we had Iron Man fatigue? Yeah.
There's a Vader for all seasons.
There is. I'm going to snap the left. Yeah.
Harrison, you're going to slap the left. Snap the left
I'll
too as
snap
well.
the left. Yeah, I'm keeping the right.
Yeah. And Phil?
I'll get a sideshow TIE pilot. I'll snap the left and keep the right out of the Predator.
You cheat.
Jar has come out unscathed here. This is surprising.
I'm going to have to snap the left here. I'm going to choose to keep the Jungle Hunter and Bucky over the two troopers. So, yeah. Who let this guy in? Up here, I was like, I presume he's talking about. Up here, I saw him tagging everyone but me, and I was like, he comes in here to my show, says hello to everyone but me. Who does he think he is? And then he said, snap the left because of my second favorite Irishman is on the right. So I'm obviously his favorite one. So you redeemed yourself, Marco. You did good. Great. Thanks very much for being here. I actually, Marco, started rewatching Peaky Blinders from the start over the weekend because the movie's coming out this month. So I have to watch about 1 million episodes in the next 5 days or something. I'll do it. Okay. Oh, that's bright. All right. So, Harrison, what do you want to talk
about? What we got new in?
Go for it. Yeah.
I haven't got a figure. I got a game though. I got Resident Evil Requiem number 9.
I saw that coming a mile away.
And it is honestly so good. So good. It's the first game in a while that I've really been itching to play.
I was watching a video about it the other day, and I don't think it's really a spoiler, but like the zombies talking to you, like acting human. Like initially, it was a really weird touch, but it was cool.
Yeah, the virus is slightly different this time, so it's affecting them differently, and it does make it a lot more interesting and funnier when you're running around. But yeah, any gamer that is a gamer, you'll love that game. It's so much fun.
On PS5, Harrison?
It is. It's on Xbox and PC and Switch. I think it's on almost everything now.
It's even on Switch, believe it or not.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
If you want to pay at 10 frames per second, you've got the option.
I'd probably be quite good if it's doing 10 frames a second. I might have a chance.
Yeah, we need Phil, I think, right? Yeah.
David put like some sort of I presume it was English into the chat there, referring to games and specs and graphics, and I was like, what is he talking about? I hadn't a notion. I'm so out of the loop because I just don't game. But did you, the game that you got, this new Resident Evil game, is it a new game or a remastered game or a game in a different format, Harrison?
It is a new game. They have been remaking a lot of their older ones, so they've done 2, 3, 4, but this is number 9, and it is a brand new game, and it's really good. They've added a lot to it. The gameplay, especially, it's a lot. I didn't think they could add much more to it because it's very similar sort of third-person shooter, just killing zombies. But Leon, without spoiling anything for people, Leon is basically John Wick now in the zombie universe. The way he plays, it's very.
He has a Porsche now as well, which is nice.
And he drives a Porsche, yeah.
Which you can't shoot or anything. Did you see that?
No, yeah, you can't do anything. You just watch him drive it. It's just a very pretty car.
Yeah, but it was a video where you can't shoot it at all. You can't damage the vehicle. Where you can shoot the motorbike in the game. So there's speculation that Porsche have said, yeah, you can't damage our car.
Yeah, probably. But it's also, again, it's very much. So it's not like an open world game. It's sort of open level. So with the Resident Evil games, you sort of get trapped in places. So you're in a mansion or you're in some other place.
Loosely linear.
Yeah, so then you've got to just sort of wander around an area, finding objects, solving puzzles to get to the next bit, and they're good fun. If you like zombie games, they're really good fun. Jim, I'm not trying to make you too jealous.
No. There's a bit of oh, sorry, you're talking with Jim. Yeah, there's a weird kind of zombie element in that movie I watched yesterday, and it was just like, it's not really zombies, but you'll know if you see it. So you got that game in. Did anyone else get anything new in? I did not.
Go on, Bob.
I did. I went backwards and eventually got the Marty McFly with Einstein. Because there was a gaping. This is like the MMS 573, quite an old figure, but I managed to. They were quite expensive. When I was looking at like getting them new and that from likes of Toys Assemble, they're all like probably going to be the wrong side of 400 quid. So
and the shipping is not cheap with them.
Yeah, that was with shipping, but I managed to get it for just sub 250 on eBay. So it's filled the gap behind me that needed to be filled.
It's the Marty McFly. Is that a 2.0 from the first movie, or is it like
there's a couple of them, isn't there? And I just think this is the better looking one. It just looks a bit smoother in the face. I know there's a number of them out there, and I know there's talk about, is it Mars Toys bringing one out? But this is just always the one that I've seen in other people's collections. I think Graham has got it. Jedi Graham.
Is this the one with the
he's got
red
his,
vest?
Yeah.
Does it come with a camcorder as well or something like that?
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
holding his camcorder, and it comes with
that's
Einstein.
cool.
People joke about Einstein, but it does a job, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah. Well, it kind of looked the part. In Mandy's video there, she has the DeLorean and she had Einstein next to it. Was that Mandy's video?
I've just put him behind me here, like in front of the. I know I've got my figure's all a bit miss. I haven't got the Back to the Future 3 figures, but I've just chosen the figures like we do. You choose the figures you like, don't you? Right on the right film.
Cool.
Yeah, so pleased with that.
Anyone else get anything new in?
I did. I'm going to have to shift back a bit. So warning, a vehicle reversing. It's just me on my own now.
There he is now.
Here we go. It's quite heavy as well.
What the?
That's the that's its INART, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, that's the Nazgul on the horse.
That looks incredible.
That's massive.
That absolutely looks incredible.
It's a little bit, and it's quite heavy, and it's actually stabbing me in the fingers. So I'm going to put it back down.
It'll do that.
Massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is absolutely huge, but it was amazing. It was worth the wait.
Are you still talking about? No, never mind.
I think for me, I was waiting for that for such a long time that I sort of went off the eye. But now I've got it, I will say that it is a necessity for my collection, but it's not worth the money, in my opinion. And that's right. That's from INART Shield as well.
Is it a solid?
Go on.
Sorry, Shane. I was just going to say, is the horse a solid piece or is it hollow?
No, the horse is very solid. Yeah, very solid.
That's cool. It's funny. I feel the same about, like, say, my Jazz Inc. 89. Like, I am delighted I have it. Yeah. I wanted that one over the Hot Toys one. It's something that I was like, this is non-negotiable, but it is very expensive for what it is. And it's top tier. It has all the bells and whistles and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, might be turning off the lights, whatever, like that after the streams, and I look and I go, I cannot believe I own that. Do you know what I mean? It's a good feeling. Like, it hasn't like lost its sheen or anything like that. But
me, well, I'm going all out on the Lord of the Rings line from INART. I've got plans to have two Moducase DF120s, which is going to be 240 centimeters, of just space for Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be like the Shire. And everything becomes more dead and more bleak as you go to the right hand side.
That's cool.
Where this guy is going to sit. So I had to have it. I've got the Witch King behind me as well now. So
you get some of these customizers to make those old trees with no leaves, all the black trees in the gnarl. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
Is anyone else get anything new this week?
No, quiet week.
Nope, I didn't get anything. So yeah, I need weeks. Like I said, definitely need weeks like this because there's going to be a few busy months coming up. Okay, so we're currently at 5,593 subscribers. Hopefully, getting onwards to 6K. So if you want to help, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Just take that second to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Just double check if you actually are subscribed. And if you're not, if you wouldn't mind, if you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for being here as well, watching, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you want to follow, like, when basically I have new videos, new unboxings, new pre-order previews, all that kind of stuff, just go over to Instagram, go to @16figurefolks and give us a follow, and I'll keep you updated and everything. And occasionally, not as much as I should, do 6-scale photography. So we have Troopers, the channel members. I still haven't put that link in the chat. I'll do that. I'll do it after this. I said I would. I'll do it after this, but just in case anyone's wondering. So we have 2 different tiers: Troopers and the Commander. So the Troopers tier, the pink ones there are gifties. I gifted them out there about maybe 3 weeks ago, so we'll be coming to the end of their month, their free month. So you got Blue Tattoo, Chuli, Andre, This Is The Way, Big Rib, Commander, Cody's Vault. We have Figurecraft, Keith Lee, Collectors Universe, 16 Mike, Viking Collectibles, Yomo, Shiny. We got the Ben Thomas Show, Dougito, Her Geeky Site, aka Vita. We have got Figures and Phantom Howard Potts, Ancient Silver Fox, B Wong, Brian Wong, Jim Collector, Lancelot's Nerd Corner, Mike L. Just got to give respect to Shiny. It's good karma. If you are a Commander, you get your YouTube username displayed at the end of all the content as a producer, like this. Rest in peace, Mark Mitchell. New videos. I was busy this week. I did a movie icons display tour. It's just a quick little tour from the movie icons display. It's a bit different now. That's why I do them every so often, because it changes. If you look at the Wolverine is now actually in the same shelf as Deadpool. The RoboCop has replaced where the Wolverine is, and the clean T800 is up in the top left, just temporarily. I'm waiting for other shelves to come in here, so... Yeah, I don't have to finish that sentence. You know how I like to display stuff. My thoughts on this, my thoughts on that. Look at the thumbnail. My really enthusiastic video about this. I seem ungrateful. I really appreciate the fact that they Line Rock shipped this to me for free. I'm not being ungrateful, and I'm glad I got to do the giveaway, and I'm happy for Philly. And I just know Philly is going to make it look good. Went to the right person. This one, like, look at the face differences. Like... It doesn't take a genius to figure out which one I preferred. I also bought this. This one I actually bought off Line Rock Toys because I have to buy stuff off them. And this one was for free. Free? Bought. Free? Bought. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so we're up to date now. Anyone at all have any strong feelings what they want to talk about next?
No. I'd like to see what you think of the Catwoman.
Well, I wasn't alive in 1966. Harrison, you cheeky bugger.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I have no thoughts on this, Harrison. I just don't. I saw reruns on the TV when I was really young. I'm familiar with the series, but I haven't seen all the episodes. I know what it is. But if I were to get anything from 1966... it'd be just Batman and Robin, because they're, a quirky little funny... They're a piece of Bat history, but I don't think I'd actually shell out for them. This I've no interest in. I just have no interest in it. It's Catwoman from the 1966 series. It's made by Jazz Inc. I'll go through a few of the SKUs there before we... I'll just let you give your thoughts or whatever. It's based on Catwoman from the 1966 Batman series. The actress is Judy Newmar, and there's 3 different SKUs from what I understand. There's the basic, which is $293.97, and I believe it comes with 2 head sculpts. I think it comes with 2 head sculpts.
I think it's just one chain.
Is it just one, and you can take the mask off?
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that, because I have not done my research here. The next one then is $453.87. And the additional stuff is a chair, a cat phone. Yep, the 60s were wild. A golden cat thing. And then, are they guns or something? Maybe I should just click into this and have a look. You know, I'll click into the deluxe version.
Head sculpts.
And there's more head sculpts. Yeah, you should get an extra head sculpt. And then in this one here, is there 3 head sculpts in total here?
Yeah,
and you can just take the mask off each of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know, is the mask magnetic by any chance, or what's the system?
Not read that.
Okay, I'm curious to see what these little things are. They guns? Are they cat
I think
guns?
they are. I think they look like they look like
wild.
Sort of what they thought futuristic guns would look like.
Yeah, this was American Predator. doesn't it?
Feline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've got no skin in the game here. This is limited to 1,000, and you get the actress's signature. I had a quick look at the actress. I think it looks like her. Yeah. I'm out on this. Anyone have any thoughts on it?
It's I like the it looks like it's got this sort of seamless arms, doesn't it? That we all keep wanting Hot Toys to come out with.
Mm-hmm.
There's no joints in the wrists.
Yeah. It's difficult to assess, isn't it? It's kind of like, I wish we haven't seen a figure yet, have we? Really, other than the old wingman from years ago. But we haven't seen. If we'd have seen the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, and that came out as well as we hope, I think I'd be, you know what I mean? I'd approach this differently.
You'd have more confidence in, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying this on Saturday that the PO to what's been released ratio is pretty bad at this point.
How is it?
Well,
yeah.
I get where. I suppose running a business, you're kind of, you have to be thinking like chess, like a few months or even years down the road. So I get why he's doing it, but I get both of your points. Like, I took the plunge on this over the weekend. I was humming and hawing, and it is a risk. It's a big, fat, like $1,000 risk. Could be my first and last with them. But
my main issue right now,
go on.
if you zoom in on any of these pictures, none of them have rolling eyeballs. They're all painted. And for a company that's offering rolling eyes, why have none of the prototypes that we've ever seen got rolling eyes? They're all painted.
I don't know.
Very.
As in, are you just judging by the paintwork here?
There was more pictures than these back in the day. That I think most of these, it's just clear if you really zoom in on the pictures that there's just no seam between the eyeball and the sculpt is just a painted piece.
So are you basically saying because there's eyelids present here, Dave?
Well, it's like if they're doing rolling eyes, right, that's quite a big thing. It fundamentally changes the way that you would make the sculpt because it's not at that point, right? So if you're offering a figure that's $1,000 or £1,000 for the set, you should at least be able to showcase, look, here's one I made earlier, a little bit of Art Tackle Blue Peter. Go like, made this is what you're going to get, maybe 5% less, but look, rolling eyes and everything, they haven't shown us what is supposed to be their final product, and that doesn't fill me with confidence.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not lying when I'm saying it's $1,000 risk, me ordering the 5 for 2 pack. And I suppose the reason I'm giving them in the same way that when I originally got the Heath Ledger 2 pack from INART, I was kind of basing it on, okay, they're not just a random company, they're a subsidiary of Queen Studios. And even though Queen Studios makes statues and not 6 scale, there's a certain quality we're used to. And that kind of filled me with a bit of confidence where it weren't some random company. In the same way that I have one of his vehicles in hand, and I know how Yost prides himself on attention to detail and holds his stuff to a certain standard. That gives me confidence. But at the same time, there's nothing in front of me. I've nothing there. So I suppose I'm backing the man at the moment. Not the product, you know what I mean? So
If the other Catwoman 1989 comes out and it is a complete flop, it's not 1989, is it? It's 1992. Batman Returns, if that comes out and it's poor quality, the whole 1/6 Jazz Inc. falls apart
Yeah.
immediately. So
Yeah,
he
that's
knows, we all know that all bets are hedged on that one figure when it releases.
I think that might actually be a positive. I think that might be a positive if you've ordered Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah,
because
They
it's
can't
like
afford to
the
mess up.
come out swinging, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I think that's going to be the outcome, but I would like to see when I'm purchasing something like we've seen with Caustic Plastic that releasing the Crow, they've actually shown us the final form of what they're creating, right?
Ian making a good point there. INART was the same. They had 3 or 4 before their first figure. Yeah, because you'd have, what did they have? They had the Batman, the Ledger Joker, Pennywise, and probably Gandalf.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Also, remember that the actors have a direct say on these rather just general likeness rights. Good point as well. I know Julie Newmar actually wasn't happy with the first prototype. This girl here, this woman here, she wasn't happy with the first prototype, and Yost said on the stream openly that they went back to the drawing board, and then when they came back with her, she was eventually happy with it.
I think the only other thing I'd say about this one is that the mask should have really been a separate sculpt. I don't like putting stuff on and off of sculpts because those paint apps are quite delicate. I was very careful with my tech from the Bad Batch, and the goggles took the paint from underneath his eyes anyway. So that's the only thing I'd say on this one.
Do you think I will say one thing on this, okay, I think it's great that Yost is coming in and he's picking he's kind of picking the right stuff. Like everyone okay, when I say everyone, I'm being I'm exaggerating, but a large amount of the collecting community wanted a Michelle Pfeiffer for years. They wanted a licensed one for years. He's made the right choice. Probably the same way as the Penguin, although I don't think the Penguin sales were as high. But say with the 66, that's a niche within a niche market. It's in the 6 scale is a niche. People who collect 6 scale in the 1966 is a niche. And then this particular version, because there's another actress who played Catwoman in this show as well, Eartha Kitt, I think it was called. So it's you know what I mean? It's like a reel with a niche. Is there enough interest? I wonder, will he get the orders? That's the quick way of saying.
When did this go up for PO?
I think it's just went up there Friday, maybe.
Friday.
I think it's recent.
I mean, it's limited to 1,000. It went up 2-3 days ago now, and it's still available. I think that probably says it all, right?
But well, not really, because I ordered Catwoman Friday night. It's been up for about a year, and I don't know if that's just they haven't hit their target or he's just leaving it open. I don't know, but
was that limited as well?
No, it's not limited. Not.
Oh, okay.
But I suppose that's the difference. This one, you're right. You've a point there, because this one is 1,000.
Yeah.
But I always thought, I was under the impression that the Catwoman pre-orders would close the 92. But then I kind of left it. I was like, oh, it's still open. I'm just going to leave it. And then, worst case scenario, hop on the wait list, waiting till it comes out, And then I was like, you know what? I just want to lock this in.
I think this one will be available for another few weeks at the very least.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on this? Anyone have any?
I just noticed when he did his streams, when he did the Michelle Pfeiffer one, there was a lot of chat about everyone was mentioning this name for what they wanted, and I know he has these figures that he says he has to get. If only everyone that said they wanted a figure would follow through with it, but it was certainly coming out in terms of his audience. And is he not making a car from around the? Is he making the Batmobile from around a similar period?
Yeah, he's done the 66, and I think there's another one. I think is there a 67 or slightly different?
A 68 or something, isn't there, that he's doing? So I wonder if he's trying to tie it into that. I don't know, but
can I say that actually? You reminded me there, yeah. I heard people saying that the NRD on this was quite high, or I think if you maybe buy with a kit or spec or something like that. And I heard people complaining as well when Caustic Plastic put up the Crow that their NRD was quite high. I'll be honest, if I was a small to medium sized company, and I know how flaky a lot of collectors are, you do the same thing.
I spoke to Fabio.
You do, yeah. Go on. Yeah.
I spoke to Fabio about this because I said the same thing. It is quite high, but realistically, I think it was 30% of people don't follow through with the order, And
Yeah.
for a company the size of Caustic Plastic, that could take them out.
I'd be doing the same thing.
Project, right? So
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it makes
if
total
you
sense.
want it, there's the deposit, because if you change your mind, that's on you, and it's not going to affect my business. Because at the end of the day, as passionate as Yoast is, and as passionate as Fabio is, and like they're doing a lot of stuff in officially licensed capacity that other companies simply aren't doing, and that is great, and we need that. Otherwise, everyone's collection is the same. Like they're right to protect themselves. If you want it, have a think about it. Sit down. Is this worth it, or am I just buying into FOMO? Look at your bank balance, put stuff away, and just commit or don't. Like, I do it all the time. Certain things I'm like, nope, I don't like that enough to justify that. Or I might change my mind on that. Or I might actually sell that, so therefore I'm not going to buy that. And even with that, I don't get it right all the time.
What's the NRD on the highest option here then?
I think it was like, I don't know, it depends who you buy it from. I think it could be as high as like nearly $96, something like that.
That's nothing.
Yeah, compared to like the price of some of these things, like, but
it separates the men from the boys, right? Like if you have an issue paying under $100 for an NRD, you are 100% FOMO purchasing. Sorry.
I'm just on Kit. I'm having a look for that signature. It's $232 for the deposit.
yeah. But then again, it's like that's the top tier one that comes with all the stuff and has your one signature, and it's like, you know, only 1,000 ever made. I wouldn't pay it, but like just like that, it's like no, I wouldn't pay it. But if it was, if this was a Michelle Pfeiffer, and it was like a 2-pack, let's say the same 2-pack there that I just ordered there, and if it was like $12.50 and it was Michelle Pfeiffer signature, I think I'd give it more thought, and when I pull the trigger, I'd accept. If I change your mind on this, and you know, life happens, that's done. You've lost your deposit. But I'd be doing it with the follow through, like, you know.
It's almost like if you're not certain that you want something, you probably shouldn't pre-order it. But there we go.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Like
I think so many people are accustomed to the whole sideshow. I can pre-order something, and if it is within 48 hours, I can just cancel it because I'm not sure, and that the hype's died off now for me. It's silliness.
But it's a different. I think the Americans have great rights, though. Like I remember, I remember being like, you know, I've relations in the States and been over there a bunch of times, and like, I think at one stage I bought a pair of jeans or something like that over there, and kind of wore them for a while, and I was like, nah, don't really like these. Yeah, they're not the fit I wanted or whatever. And my cousins were like, just bring them back. And I was like, yeah, but I've worn them for like 4 days. And they were like, it doesn't matter. Bring them back. I was like, I don't have the receipt. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Just bring them back. Tell me you don't like them. You don't even have to make a sob story. Tell me you don't like them. They'll just give you your money back. I think I actually did have the receipt or whatever, but it's like they're really good. Like they're used to that kind of, I can just change your mind thing, you know, which is just great if you're a consumer and you want to do that. Like, but I think it's a bit trickier over.
A lot of people do it with Sideshow as well. You can get your NRD back. You just live chat and tell them some sort of story and you get it. So,
like I remember specifically ordering. I really like the armored Thanos look, and when the battle damage came out, I was like, oh, I prefer that one. So I just messaged him, was like, hey, look, I have the clean one on pre-order, but now the battle damage one is up for pre-order. Can I cancel? Would you give me my NRD back? And I would immediately order the other one. You'll still make money. I think it was actually $15 in the difference. You'll still make more money. Yeah, no problem. Yep. So that's what I did. Didn't have to cancel, kept my NRD and got the one I want. Same with I did with the Battle Damage 85 as well, because I just thought it was a superior figure. But back onto this. This doesn't interest me. I'm happy for the people that are hyped with this. Be interesting to see if how long this is there and how well it does. And obviously, like, look, I think people who don't want the Pfeiffer are going to be interested in the Pfeiffer to see how it turns out, to see how the rest of them turn out. Any other thoughts on this, folks?
No, all good.
No, I disagree with what you both said.
You agree or disagree?
No, I agree. No, I think if you want a piece enough, it doesn't really matter what the pre-order. It could be the whole price up front, really. If it's something you really want, you're going to pay it anyway. So
yeah,
I've never
100%.
understood that. And with regards to her, she looks great. I'm happy for people that want those pieces. I'm glad that at the moment he hasn't done one I want yet, so it saves me money.
Yeah. What we've left, we have discussed new. We've got Face Off. You got the Superman. Superman's pretty much it. Superman, then we can get out of here. All right, we'll take a look at this Superman figure. So I'll just get this lined up here. All right. Who wants to go first on this one? Anyone?
Oh, so much excitement.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say, really.
Yeah, I don't like this
Harrison.
one very much. Compared to the Batman, I really like the Batman, but this Superman, I don't like very much.
Yeah, I'm feeling similar.
What
Just
what
don't
is
like
it?
his
that
face.
you, like, I just want to delve a bit more
I
deep.
don't like the face.
What is it?
I don't like
so it's
the
the
look of
face.
For me, he's the sort of person that if you were at school with, you just know no one liked him and you just want to punch his face in. He's just not got a... I don't want that bloke looking at me from my collection. Just that's it.
Mandy compared this sculpt to a British pop star who I'm not going to name. If you want to see,
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm not gonna mention the name here, but once you see it, you can't unsee it.
There's someone. Does anyone know what Lazy Town is?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, so I want to share this here. So I just typed in, oh man, he's dead. I didn't realize he's dead. Well, rest in peace, but I'm still going to show a picture of him. So like this guy here, can you see this guy on the right? See this? Can you see? I'm sharing the screen, yeah? You see where I'm going with that, yeah?
Yeah, just an annoying face, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I think his hair was a plastic or some sort of hairpiece. I don't know what this show is, but he kind of reminds me about him. Like,
I remember this show.
Yeah, was it a kids show or something?
Yeah.
That's
Wild.
so.
I don't know
So-
if Shiny watched the Hill stream or he just got it straight away, but you can see who it looks like in the chat.
One good thing is they've done a new body. When you put there's a picture of them side by side, and on the horrible bases, but they do look good together.
And they're not the same
Say that.
because this one, you're right. I
bodies,
noticed that as well. This guy's 2 centimeters taller. If you look at his shoulders, it's a straight across.
Yeah.
Whereas
And look at his
Batman's
weight.
a bit of a lump, you know.
Superman's more ripped in the waist department, isn't he?
Yeah. And they're different styles
They
as
do,
well.
they do look great together there. I'll give them that.
This is the thing, right? Harrison in the chat was like, I didn't think you're interested in that Batman one, but I was like, yeah, it could be my first non-live action just because I'm the strength of the comic. And I love the blue and grey, and I just think, yeah, look, this could be the one to pull the trigger on. And they look so good together. You're 100% right, Bob. But they never appear in the comic together like this. When Superman is fighting Batman, Batman is in the armored version, which suggests to me that armored version might be coming, like, you know?
Mm.
So on this, at the start, I was like, yeah, Batman 90%, Superman possibly, but I think this is just a classic example of, I have my Superman representation in the INART BVS Cavill. I think it's incredible, and I think it looks better than this, to be honest. I think I could be good with just the Dark Knight on the left here, and that'll be it. It's a classic example of passing things I like to get the things I love. I'm not sold on the head sculpt. But yeah, the body's incredible. I love the colors.
Yeah,
I wouldn't rule it out entirely, and they do look great together. But I think I might have to just go rein myself in and go, no, look, don't change your way of collecting whatever. It's big enough deal that you're thinking about getting a non-live action figure anyway.
Are they waist grabbers, Shane, on there? I know.
You can see it if you
can see
zoom
it on
in.
Superman,
You can
can't
see it on Superman there, yeah.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
But that's going back to the whole crotch grabbers, waist grabbers. I don't. Yeah, Batman has a crotch grabber there. That's one of the main reasons I don't use bases if I cannot. It's the crotch grabber. It's not necessarily the base. It's the
Yeah.
actual crotch grabber. And a lot of the
Yeah.
bases, I think, look horrible. I love the light up environmental diorama bases, your Besman Luke, your DX46, your Snowtop Mountain for the Final Swing Spider-Man suit. The Ironmonger base, I kind of like it, although there's no floor space, but you know what I'm saying. Whereas just your base for the sake of base, crotch grabber, I don't like. If I'm using a base, I often get rid of the crotch grabber. There are some exceptions, but more often than not, it's the crotch grabber that really bothers me as opposed to the base itself.
You're right. Yeah.
Which is why I like magnetic bases, because you can have the base if you want it, and there's no crotch grabber. So nobody's in on this.
Strangely, it actually put me off the Batman when this was announced. I was like, oh.
That's like you made a brand new best friend, but then he introduces you to his mate, and the other fella you just don't like him. And it's like, all right, I think less of you now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same situation. I think they've done a great job on the overly. I like the overly exaggerated hair. You know, you're just not feeling it. Okay, we'll move on from this. What is he doing there? It looks some sort of like he's finished a salute.
Yeah.
I was going to say it. I didn't want to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The other thing
Is
for
this
me on
Superman or a Homelander? Yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing that slightly irritates me about this, and it was the same with Jinx as well, is stop selling like the UV feature with Ingenuity when it's just sheer laziness. Like it's awful. It's rubbish.
There's two head sculpts. What they should have done is I'll just show you now. You probably know where this is going.
Eyes really is all it needs.
Yeah, they could do that, and then you could choose which one. But isn't there two head sculpts?
Yeah.
So you could have just given the battle damage ones the red eyes, or like you said, even better, to swap out. Yeah. The fact that he's coming with the kryptonite arrow and some sort of, I think it's the gun that sends out the signal. There you go. Suggests that the armored Batman's coming.
Doesn't really look like an arrow though, does it? But it's fine.
Just moving swiftly onwards. Yeah. I didn't realize it was in the movie. Like he shoots not arrows, but he shoots the canisters with kryptonite, and I actually think that's better done in the movie, to be honest. But in this, there's this old guy who shoots an arrow at him, and I think it's Green Arrow, but I'm just not too familiar with that character. But like, let me know in the chat, like if he recruits someone. Batman basically recruits someone to shoot this arrow at Superman at a certain point. But I
think he might be as well.
Is it Green Arrow?
Interesting take on Flesh, and it different than the Batman one in terms of what they're going to do, what these aftermarket people are going to do, because it's hard to see how the capes fit compared to other like the Batman capes.
Yeah.
You know, when people like to have, I can't remember what they're called, you know, the sort of, are they called Drake capes that people like to put on some of these figures? But I can't work out personally how that, I know how that works with the Batman figures, but
you're going to have to remove some stitching, I'd say. Like it's not something I'd like to do.
Yeah, it's right on his neck and then on his fin suit, isn't it? That's what I just something I noticed.
You know what though? Like I can't rule this out. I don't know. It's not like, I don't think I'm ever going to admire this in the same way that like I'll sit down in the sitting room and I'll see the INART BVS Cavill Superman and go, man, that is bloody incredible. I don't think I'll ever admire it in the same, but I think it would pair so well with the Batman. And you know what I love about it? The colors. I love the bright blue, the vibrant red, the body and everything. I think I get over the head sculpt, to be honest, but I still can't see this happening for me. So any other thoughts on it before we finish up? Get on to the no? All right, folks. It's that time. All right, we do this we have trouble Bob in the middle. Okay. Why go with David? I stay with Phil. How about those teams?
And you want young and old, don't you? Good looking and not so good looking on each team.
Are you talking about yourself? All right. So yeah, you're right. I've got we've got handsome Phil there and just Harrison.
That's what I meant.
Man,
Thanks.
your cuts, they cut real deep, Bob. That wasn't very nice.
That's why.
It's all right. So you know your audience. All right. So switch over to private chat, folks, and I'll get the music going, and then Bob will start talking German to us.
Well, it's interesting you should say that. I did feel like I need to protect my being here, so I thought I'd ease off a bit. On, make the questions a bit more user friendly, shall we say? So yeah, I've changed it around a bit.
So they're now the hardest they'll ever be.
So
Probably.
So I'm
We did
It's
expecting
just like,
real.
is it that much to ask?
Yeah.
Could we have a few questions where we were born for the movies? At least like we watch old movies, like
Yeah, well, it was 2 points each out of 3 last week, which was
Yeah,
pretty
we did
good.
all right.
We are exceptional. Yeah, we are exceptional. All right,
But
David, we
I
got this.
agree all the
We
time.
got this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who
if you
wants
say
to go
so.
first?
Don't let them push us around.
Who wants to go first?
Oh,
Decisions. We can go
Anyone?
first.
Yeah.
that's very kind of you.
Yeah, go on. We'll go
Harrison
first.
and-
Yeah, go
Harrison
on.
and
You can
Phil
go first.
come
You can go
or
first.
Jay?
You
Okay.
can go first.
Phil and Harrison. In what year was The Island released?
Good movie.
First numbers in my head were 2004 and 2006.
I can't recall the movie, Harrison, so I'll
Oh, it's a good movie.
go
I
with
think I'll say. I bet whatever
It's-
one I go is going to be the other one.
It's peak Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's very good. It's actually one I've seen. That's good. See, you're doing better, Bob. It's one I've watched. Or do I go in the middle and go 2005? No.
Can you remember what
2000
you were?
No.
What was going on in your life when it came out?
Well, if it's 2004, I was much younger, so no. Yeah, I'll go with 2004, which probably means it's 2006, but.
Okay. Are you locking in 2004?
I'm
Yeah,
happy if Harrison's happy.
yeah.
Okay. The Island was released in 2005.
See?
So close.
close.
But instantly,
Maybe.
Bob, can you see how engaged your contestants are now?
I'm getting
Yeah.
this now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see if that continues, Shane.
In the teaching game, we call this differentiating. Yeah. See,
Right.
new word. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Normally like this.
Okay, let's see if that can continue then, Shane and David. In what year was 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi released?
You do what now?
We should have
Wait a
gone
minute.
first.
They
We
got
should've
the
gone first,
island.
David. We should have gone first, David.
what is this question?
There you go, Dave.
Thank you.
I haven't got a clue.
No,
David, sorry, not Dave.
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Say it again.
13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
We know it's 1990 onwards.
I think I might know this one. As in the film again. This might be actually another film I know.
2002. I have no idea.
Go on. I was actually thinking 2002 as well in my
There you
head.
go. It's probably
Go
right
on,
then.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a sign. Go for it.
Okay, locking in.
Michael Bay.
Okay, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi was released in 2016.
But of course. Have you watched this movie, Bob?
Yeah.
Is that am I thinking of
I've
the
watched
right one? It's
Every movie I say on these quizzes I've watched.
Okay, I actually respect that. That's fair. It's not as if you're just googling random yokes. Okay,
No.
1-0, boys. Harrison,
Okay.
Harrison, what were you saying?
is
Oh,
it
0-0.
No, it's
0-0.
0-0. We definitely
we
got
also
that wrong. Is it John Krasinski? Is that his name? Is that his film? Yeah, I have seen that.
Well. Question 2, Shane
See-
and Phil.
Just
not
you just
Shane and
you
Bill.
just
Harrison and Bill.
brought it up 50 with 5 decades, and suddenly Harrison, he knows them all.
I know. Look at him. He's like a kid at
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, he's a cinephile, you know.
Who directed the 2022 movie Ambulance?
Michael Bay. And I don't mean that as in Michael. Like, I don't think it is. It could be Michael Bay. Ambulance. I think that's. Is that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Gee, Harrison's doing all the heavy lifting here.
Because I'm not a big fan of Michael Bay's the way Michael Bay shoots his movies. It's very fast and choppy. I don't like that very much, and I think that was one of his. If you don't have a guess, Bill, I'm gonna say Michael Bay.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with Michael Bay.
Okay.
Are you locking in?
Yeah.
Okay. The director of the 2022 movie Ambulance was Michael Bay.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done.
Hang on a second. Was it actually Michael Bay?
It was actually Michael Bay. Yeah, I knew it was him because I tried watching it. I couldn't watch it because it's just very fast all over the place, and I just don't enjoy those sort of movies. So
Can't believe there was actually man, Michael Bay. Good call. Good call. 1-0.
1-0. Shane and David. No pressure. Who directed the 2013 movie Pain and Gain?
I remember this. Oh, I remember this. That's The Rock and Mark Wahlberg and no, based on true story. It's wild.
I thought that was an older movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. See, Pain and Gain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking immediately, but yeah, it's the same title.
again,
I think this is the one about the guys who
I've actually watched
like
all of these.
they're gym heads and they end up at some point they end up eating people, and then the actual while you're watching it and they're literally barbecuing people and eating people or something, the screen freezes and just a reminder this is actually a true story, and then it continues on. If it's the one I'm thinking about. I wonder did Mark Wahlberg direct it? He doesn't really direct things, does he? I wonder was it Michael Bay? Like he might that's could be a Bob thing to do.
Wait, what's the theme? We don't know the theme yet. Wait a minute. Wasn't the island Michael Bay?
I don't know. Will we shoot with Michael Bay?
No,
It's literally better than anything else I can think of.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else either, but I don't think
I think this is like poker, David. It's like we're not playing the game,
Yeah.
we're playing the player. So I'm gonna go with Michael Bay. Are you happy with Michael Bay,
Yeah,
David?
fine, do it.
Come on, we're gonna shoot with Michael Bay.
Okay. The director of the 2013 movie Pain and Gain was Michael Bay.
Oh yeah, Michael Bay. Get in. Thanks,
Wait,
guys.
The
Yeah.
island is Michael Bay, right? As well.
I didn't realize that. That's actually a decent movie. That's why I didn't realize that.
What about 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi?
Is that Michael Bay too? Right.
We just know
Interesting.
the answer to Michael Bay now. Great.
Okay. All right, one apiece.
Right. One apiece. Shane,
And it's actually Harrison's.
Harrison. Sorry, Bill Harrison. In the 1996 movie The Rock, which is quite hard for me to say because I can't say my R's probably, who played Commander Anderson?
Michael Bay.
There you go. Sean Connery's in it. Nicolas Cage is in it.
Yeah.
But who's the? What's his name?
They're the only
Ed
two I
Harris.
remember.
Ed Harris.
Is it Ed Harris? Yeah, it could be.
He was the guy leading it all.
Go with that then. Yeah.
But I'm thinking Commander now because Sean Connery was ex-SAS. So was he? No. Ed Harris.
It's going to be one of those two, I think.
Locking in.
Yeah? Happy with
Yeah.
that? Yeah, okay, Ed Harris.
Yeah,
Final
Ed
answer.
Harris. Okay. In the 1996 movie The Rock, Commander Anderson was played by Michael Biehn.
Michael Biehn. I can't even
Shane
think of the
favourites,
character
I would
then.
imagine.
No, that's been a long time since I've seen that film.
Right.
I watched
take
it once.
the
I liked
win.
it.
Shane and David. In the 1998 movie Armageddon,
Oh,
who played Dan Truman?
I can't remember which one that was.
I think that was Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob
I
Thornton.
think Truman is the guy that can't go to space but organizes the drillers to go up to space. I think he organizes the mission but he can't actually. He's got like a bum leg or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay.
Because like, who's in that? It's Harry Stamper is Bruce Willis's character, and I don't think Dan Truman is Ben Affleck's character, and I'm pretty sure it's not Liv Tyler's character or Steve Buscemi's Truman. I think it's Billy Bob Thornton. I think we're good here, man.
Okay. Let's go with that.
Yeah, are you locking in?
We are locking in.
Okay. In the 1998 movie Armageddon, Dan Truman was played by Mr. William Robert Thornton.
Nice.
Billy Bob Thornton. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, bro.
You didn't win.
Well, that's all right. Well done.
Well done, chap.
What was the tiebreaker, Bob? Just out of interest.
The tiebreaker was Bad Boys 2 starred Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. What is their combined age?
Oh, that's a good
man.
one. Oh, close.
That is a good one.
86.
Are you serious?
But a bit more than that, isn't it?
Will Smith has to be in his 50s.
105.
105. Shane,
Oh,
want to have a better guess?
Will Smith is in
David,
his
you
50s.
could do better than that.
110.
Yeah, we'll go 110. I think we'll be a bit closer.
What did Phil
110.
go?
They went
105.
105.
I'd say 109.
117,
117.
57 and 60.
We were
Wow.
safe. We were safe, David.
You were safe. Well done. Hopefully that was better this week.
Yeah, they're always good, but it is nice, like, you know, when you were born.
You got the theme.
When yeah. Harrison, look how happy Harrison was. You made him,
Right
made him
now.
delighted.
I know.
All right, folks.
I knew him.
We're going to wrap it up here. As usual, thanks to all panelists for giving up your time. Thanks for anyone for watching, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the replay. We'll be back here next week, all things going well. Hopefully there'll be a bit more news to discuss. I do have all those videos I mentioned earlier on there live on the channel. Well done to Philly. And I have a review of the new K2SO incoming probably within the next week. Anyone want to plug anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, come and check out the 6 Girl Hills. That's it.
Yeah, and mine, Jim and Vitta's show, the Geeky Collective, out on Thursday.
And just the channels there at 6 Scale Shills on YouTube and at Viking Collectibles, I presume, on YouTube as well.
Yep. Yep, definitely.
Cool. Anything else, guys?
No, that's it.
No, all good.
All right, folks. Thanks a million for your time, and sure we'll see you next week. And good luck.
Yeah.